Hello, I'm Sheffield. I'm a singer and academic at the University of Sheffield, and I've recently recorded an album called Old Adam, which looks at traditional songs and the ways that people and stories are represented in them. So to look at that question a bit more deeply, I've invited some academics and artists, poets, storytellers, cartoonists and illustrators to talk about how they deal with those same questions, how as artists they respond to stories and how they want to tell them to audiences as well. So this is a discussion between artists and academics to explore what it means to see human in the arts.
Some said that a young child that between my horses torn.
I wanted to know, really, why bother with this? Why am I focusing at what do the audiences get out of my songs?
It must do. Why do we do, as humans, why do we do this? It's not just entertainment. It must do something for us.
We've got a panel of people together. We've got Tim Rouse, fabulous storyteller, works with a lot with traditional references, but also very contemporary kinds of settings.
Maybe in an age that is so rapidly changing, it is very important for us to have as great a diversity of different stories, of different narrative shapes, of different song shapes, drawing on traditions from different parts, and then retelling them in new interesting ways, just so that we have mentally and emotionally as many different shapes as we can to interpret the very different life experiences that we may come across.
Helen Mort's a poet, looks at quite contemporary poetry.
I realised I was doing with the ghosts in my work, which is I was actually trying to write about how I felt about particular places through the ghosts that I was drawing upon. So in this case, a lot of the time I found that I was trying to write about industry and post-industrial landscapes through ghosts and through those kind of ideas. So yeah, they're the same. The ghosts don't belong to anyone either. They're just different ways. It's often I think of talking about place or about things that we've never quite resolved for ourselves.
We've got Nick Hayes, who's a cartoonist, so condenses really massive kind of political ideas and arguments going around into a tiny little one-figure drawing, which I find incredibly impressive.
Nothing ever stays with the same meaning if the context is always changing. And so I guess really what I did with these books was just, it's more of a storytelling trope. It's just, you take a container that everyone knows kind of thing and then you pour your own thing into it.
But what we're changing there is the wrapping of the audience and the understanding
the entire world around it.
Brendan Stone as well from the University of Sheffield, who looks at storytelling and narratives and how people build those into their lives.
What I'm really interested in, I suppose, is the way stories can help and hinder us.
All of us are possessed by stories, and that part of the job of being a person is to possess the story rather than be possessed by it.
Old Adam brings together loads of traditional English songs. They span between sort of local homely sort of stories that just sort of feel good, nice love songs. And then there's some like historical tragedy type things that really happened that they want to tell the story of. And then there's bigger stories. So the title track is this story of Adam and Eve and this time before sin. And I'm not a religious person at all, but I do, I swear a lot, and all my swear words come back to those kinds of biblical references. So I like this idea that as a society, we've got these common reference points, whether you're talking about particular characters or religious figures and things like that. So we've got this sort of body of repertoire stuff that we can tie into and tell stories with.
And I guess that the main thing is that I wanted to talk about folk music and how there was something wonderful about folk music that I can know the song Magdalene Gypsy, which is one of the ones that Faye sings on her album, and you can know the song Magdalene Gypsy, you can play it, I can sing it, and we both own them because we both have a connection to them. We both understand them and it means something to us.
If I say Adam and Eve, we've got wealth of pool of knowledge that means to us. Those are just two words. But where does that come from? And it means in the arts you can say something very quickly and draw on this massive history shared cultural understanding that we've got in order for it to mean something.
So we're all artists and thinkers as well, but we all think about this stuff. So it's a really fruitful kind of discussion where we talk about how we approach it, what we do, our insights onto other people, what they do, and see if there's anything comes out of it. I don't know, it's a bit of an experiment really.
Of all the people's ways, and he never went to browse your boy.